to another edition of Keep the Lights On with the Zionsville Chamber of Commerce, and today we are at Jones Greenhouse. So you might be clued in by all the plants that are behind us. So we're really excited to be here today because this is a local grower and supplier of all kinds of fantastic plants, and there's a guy behind us giving us, like, you should go in there and get a big picture of him. No, just kidding.
Oh, uh-oh.
That's Benny, the owner. Help out here, who is?
I'm his oldest granddaughter.
To do all this for him. So we're going to walk around with family of the Jones family, and we are going to talk about all things beautiful and plants. Just so you know, if you are interested in anything that we are talking about today, we do have Jake, our fantastic intern, who's going to be answering your questions. So if you see something that you like, see something that you want to go back to, just let us know. We'd be happy to do that for you. So we're going to kind of start over here and talk about some of the flowers and things that you have. So we were here with Linda. She was talking about how many geraniums that your family used to sell across the U.S. So, you know, we're going to get into some of the geraniums, but you have other gorgeous things.
Yeah, we do. We do have tons of varieties of, we do have tropicals, but we have annuals all across the board. The majority of what you see up here is a lot of our petunias that do really well in the sun.
Yeah, and that's another thing. A lot of people don't know what's going to do well in the sun versus the shade. So as we go along, your expertise will probably be really important so people know what to plant where. And if you don't know, kind of pay attention. Go out in the morning and say, okay, it's 9 o'clock and where's the sun? And then maybe go out again at like 2 o'clock and be like, okay, where's the sun? So if your plants are going to get afternoon sun, those are sun plants. If they're going to get morning sun, but not afternoon sun, those are probably shade plants. So they can take a little bit of sun. Shade doesn't mean it always has to be shady. A little bit of sun will do okay for them, but you certainly don't want to fry them in that hot afternoon sun if they are a shade plant. So let's talk about some of the things you have right here.
So some of the things we have right here is actually a combo pot. So my aunt actually puts all these together so you can kind of see actually a couple different examples of them. She just throws together a bunch of what she thinks will look super pretty, and they turn out really well.
Yeah.
We've got different sizes that go from 14 inch to 12 inch, and they kind of differ depending on what's in them.
Yeah. So a pot like this, about how much is this guy here?
This guy would be 47.
47, and this is huge, put together, thrown in, and huge. Yeah, massive. And this is a type of bubblegum petunia, isn't it?
It's a super tunia.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not sure what variety that is. But.
So they just get really massive and really gorgeous, and throughout the year, giving them a little bit of fertilizer will help, won't it?
Yeah, don't overdo it.
Yeah. So what's this?
That is an angel wing begonia. Those do really well in the sun and shade.
Yeah.
I love those. Those get huge.
They do, and they have really, really pretty leaves. It's like a really dark, kind of a dark green, and this is 21. So another combo pot. Looks like this one has sweet potato in it. Everyone loves the sweet potato vine because it grows like crazy. And at the end of the season, you get a sweet potato. Just don't try to eat it. Probably won't do anything for you. Okay, so what are these?
These are so pretty. They're sun patients. So a lot of people don't know, but these are kind of like a replacement for impatiens that are in the shade, except the blooms are just a little bit bigger and they do really, really well in the sun. So you have that area where it's the hot afternoon sun and the impatiens won't work. These guys do really well.
Yeah, and they have this really pretty variegated leaf to them on some of them as well. And they come in lots of different colors. So, yeah.
I love the beautiful leaves.
Yeah, this magenta. Oh, I love this coral. This just looks like it's glowing. Absolutely gorgeous color. And how much do these run?
These are $4.39 a piece, and if you look at them in hanging baskets as well, they go from anywhere from 20 to 30.
And then this is Terenium, isn't it? Yeah, so look at this pretty little flower.
Those do really well in the shade. And they vine a lot.
Yeah. That's a really pretty, color of pale lavender. So, okay, we'll walk on down here. You also carry tropicals that can be outside during the summer, but in the winter, you'd probably want to bring these guys in and put them on your sun patio if you had it, right?
Oh,
so, what's this?
This is a hibiscus tree. These have actually gone super quick this year. They don't survive in anything that's below 50 degrees, so we had a lot of people come in right after that big frost and replace everything that they bought. But
Yeah.
I love them. They get pretty big too.
And they're only $29.98, so $30. And that's a great color of yellow.
We
So
did have red and orange, and I think we have a pinky one over there. I really like that.
yeah. So here's some of your geranium mixed in with some grass. People
Mm-hmm.
love grasses, but there's a lot of grasses that are perennial, but there's a lot of grasses, and this one's probably an annual, right? So tell people the difference about the
So
two.
there are differences between the two. The perennials start out super small, but they come back each year. We don't carry perennial grasses anymore, but we do have tons of annual grasses.
So and annual grasses are just nice to like accent a little section of your landscape so that it gives a little bit of texture and all of that. So that's great. Back to that geranium. Look how pretty this little bicolor is. I love that. So and they have gorgeous hanging baskets. This guy is going to be absolutely amazing. And this one's a shade basket, isn't it?
So all of our hanging baskets do differ between whether it's shade and sun, but we will never mix them.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of combo baskets, it looks like even up here, that are shade. And how much do these run?
Those will run anywhere from, so the mixed ones will be $25.98 to $30.98.
So pretty. And more of the sun patience. And then back over here, those are caladium. Talk about caladium.
The caladiums are sort of like an elephant type of plant. They do really well when you put them in the center of plants. It gives that kind of depth and that difference in height. They do really well in the sun. They're struggling to come up a little bit this year, though.
Yeah, and they're really cool because the leaves get pretty good size.
They get
Yeah, and it adds a lot of color to maybe a shady section that's hard to get a lot of color in. And the differentiation of the leaves, all of that adds to a really pretty mix.
this whole section.
Yeah. And there's more of the hanging baskets up here that are actually with the angel wing begonia, as well as the impatiens. And then down here, fuchsia. I talked about these before.
Fuchsia.
I love fuchsia because they don't look real.
These blooms are my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
They just bust open.
They do. They look like they're something out of a Dr. Seuss novel.
Yeah.
They just don't look like a real flower, which I love fuchsia. And fuchsia comes in a lot of different colors. There's white and pink and light pink, and these
Purple.
are really cool. Fun to mix in.
These are actually some of our new plants, and I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
These polka dot plants.
Yeah, and look at this. In one pot, you get lots of different colors. So, and they do well in the shade too.
My favorite shade plants are those tuberous begonias.
Oh,
the
yes.
blooms on those are so
Oh my
pretty.
gosh. Yeah, you're right. We'll go back around to this side and show those off. I love those too.
I actually bought one of those off yesterday.
Did you?
I love them. They look so cute.
Yeah.
They just look so good.
Yeah, we were talking about these blooms. They just don't look real because of the color, and they are just beautiful. They're also, they look like they're made almost like those tissue paper flowers.
And they get so big too. Like they get pretty good size.
They do. $4.39 for these guys. So we'll come on down this way so then you can see more. Rachel, shoot over there. Look at all of these geranium. This is cuckoo. There's a lot of geranium. We'll make it over there in a second, but that's a lot of geranium. A lot.
That's half the size of what we'll have this season.
Wow. Okay, so one of my favorite flowers for years has been coleus. And I just love it because these leaves are so interesting. You never know what you're going to get depending on the variety of coleus. And some people think that coleus is just kind of a plain color, but there's so much texture and variety in this type of plant that you can actually add in some more plain leaf items to make some of the more interesting leaf ones kind of pop, which is fun. And some get really tall, some look like they've been tie-dyed.
That is my favorite kind of coleus.
Yeah.
That's finger paint. It's one of the new ones we did this year.
Really?
And I just love them. Like, look at the stems on those.
Oh my
They're
gosh!
just so pretty. They
That
get
is neat.
massive too.
Yeah, I love this guy too. I love that really bright chartreuse in there. That's so pretty.
The cool thing about coleus is there's so much variety.
Yeah.
So much.
Really?
If you're a dark leaf, we have it. If you're a white leaf, we have that too.
Yeah. So one of my favorite flowers is lantana, which does really well in hot summer sun, but it color changes. So it actually it starts from like this light yellow, and then as it ages, it goes to that dark orange on the outside. And there's different varieties of this that go from pink, from yellow to pink, and all of that, but I love lantana because it's a color changing plant.
And they smell so good.
They do. So something like this is $4.39. $4.39 a piece. So lots of variety. And here's the geranium, full-leaf geranium. There's a lot of geranium in here, and all geranium have different leaves and different colors. I mean, even some that you think you come in and you go, I want a red geranium.
Which red?
Right, there's a lot of red. So let's go look and see the different reds over here. I love this color of pink. This is a very girly pink. How much is a geranium like this?
So anything in a black pot in a tub like this is going to be $16.98.
Okay.
And anything bigger is going to be $26, and then anything smaller is around $4 or $7.
Okay. So they often pair the geranium and other flowers with some of the vining things, so you can see kind of what you can put together, which is nice.
An example of what they look like thrown together.
Wow.
They get
Those are
massive.
huge baskets. And what's kind of cool is that's a geranium, but that's a geranium over here. This lilac is too. And most people don't think that those are both geranium, but they are.
Right. Those are really good for like the trailing or like the falling over the pot, because eventually at a point in the summer you won't even see the pot anymore. It'll be just all flowers. I absolutely love those.
And people love red geranium because it's just so kind of quintessentially American. It's a great flower to put out with your white and your blue and create that kind of Americana concept. And they have lots of red geranium left. I know that red is actually kind of hard to find.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the most popular colors we've actually had this year. This is all we have left.
Yeah. Yes. So all they have left, which means if you need flowers, better come and grab them. So more geranium over here. It looks like you have a mandeville.
That's one of the smaller sizes of the mandevillas that we carry, and those things are so pretty, and they just vine and they climb so well. So if you have anything that you want it to climb on or kind of create a bushy effect to, those work really well.
And it's another tropical.
Yeah. So those will have to either be brought inside or they'll just die off at the end of the summer.
Yep, that happens. People love these around pools because it kind of gives you that I'm in Maui effect.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't get there this year, do what you can to put that mindset in your head. So, there's some white geranium down here. I love this. Yeah, okay.
So pretty.
Look at this guy. He's speckledy. Isn't that fun? And if they want to come find you, what's your address here?
645 North, 650 East, Lebanon, Indiana, 46052.
So they're just off of 32. And what's your phone number? Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out for you. So if you need to call them, they'll answer the phone whenever we find out what that phone number is. Okay, let's go over here. We'll talk about some more of the geranium, and it looks like over here you also have lily bulbs.
Oh, I started out with a big
And
That was.
oh, I love these, the double balloons on the Caliber Koa. Aren't those pretty? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I also love this, so if you just want to have a window box kind of already created for you and that nice wrought iron frame, there you go, $100. Or it makes a great gift too for somebody.
I love the hay racks.
All right, how about we go back this way and we can show people some of the veggies. I love that big pot of coleus.
Those get massive.
Yes, they do. Oh, there's more of the speckled.
Those are, yeah. There's not very many of those left, so. Those are actually really cool couple varieties that we tried this year that have actually done really well.
Oh yeah, it's so different.
Ladies, do you have any roses? Okay, do you have any watermelon plants?
Not the, is it ready? I'm looking for
Here's another large tropical. So $59.98. Look how big these blooms are. Again, pretend like you're in Hawaii. Get out your coconut smelling lotion and put it out on your patio. I have always thought that these are just so darling.
I absolutely, these do really well in the shade. They're so pretty. They do kind of resemble those, like a bigger version of those callies that we looked at earlier.
And they also have succulents. So these are all kind of part of the cacti family. So
Super easy to take care of too. So
Yes.
anybody who struggles.
and a lot of people, their grandparents used to have hen and chicks. So these are, I don't know if you can see this, this is called chick farms. Chick charms, just kidding. Apparently I can't read. I thought it was cuter whenever it was chick farms.
Yeah.
See, you're growing your little hens and your chicks.
Those have been going super quick too.
I like the Mesia because this really goes well if you're looking for like a filler in an area. This looks so nice. And then people love their spikes for the middle of planters. Give it a little bit of height.
This is my favorite spike.
Oh yeah, the twister, the Juncus grass.
So cool.
Yes. This is how my hair looks in the morning when I get up. Actually, I did see a planter, and it looked like one of those like tiki heads, and they had one of those in the top. It was so cute.
I just think that's so fun.
It is.
It's a fun vibe.
Yep. Here's
Those are
another
the baskets of the fuchsias.
Yeah.
Those rings get huge.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's just so pretty and so delicate looking. And then more on down here.
Those look really nice next to pools or ponds.
Oh yeah.
I just love those.
It looks like a 4-leaf clover, and it's called 4-luck, red green. And then this I love next to a dark plant. It just sets off any sort of dark leafed plant. And if you have any questions about what we're going through, just let us know. We'd be happy to go back to it or answer more questions about these. This looks a lot like a coleus. It's not, but
It does really well in the in the sun compared to the shade that the coleus does, which is a really good advantage of this plant because sometimes the coleus struggle a little bit.
these guys right here, I love these because you can kind of put them out and leave them.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a bad gardener and you don't water your plants, this is the plant for you.
They're so pretty.
They really take so little care, and you know, so many people just are like, I don't know what I'm doing with plants, or have a hard time getting to an area that's like in a rock garden, out a ways from their house, and they can't get water to it. That's the plant. That's the plant you want.
And they just spread so nice too.
Yeah. So again, fun little things to put in and add texture to your garden and to your planters, as well as some nice grass. Salvia. I was going to say, he's the shrimp plant. Maybe not. It's a type of salvia. Look at that. That's pretty. Okay. Salvia misty. Oh my gosh. Well, look at the color of this.
These are all we have left of the dahlias too.
Ah. And dahlia's the Zionsville plant because we're the Dahlia City. So if you need some dahlias to put in your garden, here's some. These are gorgeous. That color is just breathtaking. It is so dark and just makes a real big pop. And some more salvia, and then you've got veggies. So it looks like cucumber and tomatoes and watermelon. That's what I'm here today for, is to get a few watermelon plants. And I see zucchini over here. And squash. What are these?
No, that's. I'm not sure what I'm excited to plant this year.
You can do a surprise. Buy one, put it in the ground, see what happens. Looks like over here there's also some peppers. And on here they will denote whether it's hot or not. And there's some over that are going to be just your kind of bell pepper. And then what do you have on this side? It looks like you've got
It's probably more zucchini,
Squash.
and cucumbers.
yeah.
We do have some herbs left, but not many.
Yeah, this one is early. These are some big, these are some really big
Really good
cucumber
boy.
plants already. And then more over here.
All right, I'm gonna get two.
There's the herbs.
Very few left.
Yep.
Is mom's home today?
Yeah. Dill. Oh my gosh, this always smells. Oh, it smells so good. And sweet marjoram and sage. More tomatoes, yellow brandywine. They have some really nice looking tomato plants. Sweet million. Oh yeah, cherry tomatoes. Everyone loves a little cherry tomato. Carolina Gold. That is something people used to love. If you like kind of a golden color tomato, apparently these are amazing. So we'll take you outside and we'll look at some of the plants that are out there too. They have more flats of things that are out there. So let's go outside and see some of the other goodies. You also have a lot of perennials. We're not going to go in those houses today, but why don't you tell them kind of what you have perennial-wise?
Well, at one point I know we did have a lot of creeping phlox and daylilies and sedum and tons of hostas and floribells, which are just going crazy right now. I think over 20 varieties apiece that actually do really well, and they're already up and out. So
Oh yeah,
I absolutely love them. That's what we have all around our house.
makes it really easy.
Yeah, it really is.
They're
to take
really
care of
easy
them.
care. And look at these big geranium back here. Big red geranium. This is called put it in place and water it, and that's it.
Yep. They get massive.
Yeah. So again, look out over here and look at all the petunias, flats of petunias. About any color that you want.
I absolutely love these petunias this year. They've got the fun stripes and the splash.
Yeah, and look at these doubles. That's really pretty. That's the splash. That's cool. And the purple and the pink. And I love the color of this, that deep red. It's really striking.
I know at some point we actually will have senior giveaway big combo pots of petunias. So like black and gold for Lebanon, green and white for Zionsville, and some other colored
that's
ones.
Awesome.
So
I love that.
the petunias just look really good this year.
Oh, they do. Oh, and looks like you have lettuce. Are these lettuce baskets
Yep.
over here?
Big, I think they're the musculin mixed baskets of lettuce. That's all we have left.
Wow.
We do have tons of wave petunias too.
I was gonna say, I thought these were zinnia. Looks like the zinnia are coming up. I love zinnia. I love the fact that the underneath side of their leaves are like a pale yellow almost, and then they open up to whatever color they're gonna be. I think that's so fun. Creeping thyme. This always looks so good in little English kind of cottage gardens, or even when people do fairy gardens. This is a great fairy garden addition. And more hens and chicks.
All perennials right now are buy 3 get 1 free as well.
And here's some really pretty ivy. Oh, and lungwort. That's a good perennial. Good shade perennial. So if you need flowers, they've got flowers out here everywhere. And if you have any questions, these folks have all the answers. They can tell you all the things about all the flowers that you need for your specific garden type, and whether it's sun or shade, just let them know. They can tell you and recommend flowers for that. So anything else you want to tell Facebook land?
No.
Come see them at Jones's and make sure that you bring a big car, because you're going to take home a lot of flowers. So thanks for joining us today. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow at CV Art and Frame at 2 o'clock. Thanks.